we are marching to Sowore to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Supposed to be heading to Lagos for a protest for tomorrow. They can warn themselves, they can't warn me.
Sowore that is taking this thing on his own now, based on his struggles. He's not an Igbo. You are not able to tell Sowore this because he's not Igbo.
Extra legal steps to force your hand to respect his rights. That is the reason for my protest.
They can warn themselves, they can't warn me.
It has been long overdue, to be very, very honest, because it is pure injustice.
My people, another one will happen everywhere. Don't they hot to Shibuna? No, I seen the BWM VDM carry matter for head or Sowore carry matter for everywhere. Go just the boom. So I want more kuna just watch this video from the start to the end. They wanna pick date. Me wanna just know say look at what will happen and share to everyone so that they go they aware so that they no go see they no tell them they no even hear because last protest will happen. Everybody just they complain say they no even know the day. So share it to everyone on every social media platform so that they go they aware of what will happen. Now my Sowore don't come again say he no go back up. He say this thing go even continue to make sure say Nnamdi Kanu did release. So I don't know why other people they carry matter for head, but our people no one carry matter for head. So share this video to everyone and drop opinion at the comment section. Let's just know we for Nnamdi Kanu must be released this time around. We no need to relent about it. So share this video to everyone and so that everybody go deep partaker and drop opinion at the comment section. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. Listening to it, make sure where they say in they push this protest. Listen to everything they say. They make them to push this protest to make sure see Nnamdi Kanu they release because he talk so many things. I no go just talk much. Me wanna just hear them. Thank you.
We are marching to Sowore to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It has been long overdue, to be very, very honest, because it is pure injustice. Now, in the north, you don't give amnesty and you set up a peace deal with terrorists where enter villages by people. Do you understand? These people where they buy include Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Air Force, Navy, our military men. These people don't buy them. These people are proper mercenaries where get guns. They're involved in kidnapping. They go enter villages, carry young girls from the age of 10 up. From the age of 9, 10 up. They'll pack them, enter inside bush. They'll sleep with those girls. They go knock them forceful entry. Some of them go born inside that bush. Those children now, they'll come raise them again to be terrorists. And at the end of the day, these people were not supposed to buy, when I bring them, give them peace deal, when I give them amnesty. Then on the other hand, there's a guy called Nnamdi Kanu. Well, when I say when I carry for treasonable offense, when I say in they instigate violence, you understand? And you say he said a couple of things, right? But guess what? This one no do waiting those other ones too, but you keep him for prison. Do you understand? What are you keeping him for? And most of the things you are alleging that he said does not have proof. That is why I never be prosecutor up till now. Una still the debate for court for over how many years. But this is number one. Number two, you see, a lot of you don't know that this Nnamdi Kanu matter has a lot to do with some politics that is not politics. In what sense? 50% of the people keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention is actually some of the Igbo elites. Some of the big business Igbo men that don't want him to come out, right? It's not just the government alone. Some of the big business Igbo men, because they see it as, if this guy comes like this, our business is under threat. Because his fights, if this in fights continue, bro, it's going to be a problem for us. I don't know if you understand. That's why you see that the big business Igbo men, they will not put their mouths, they will not lend their voice for Nnamdi Kanu. See him as... even their media spaces have been controlled, right, by this elite. You shouldn't talk about Nnamdi Kanu or talk about his release. Do you understand? The Ohaneses. Don't talk. This guy has been in prison for over how many years? Other people will do worse than waiting that they allege them, that they give them peace deal, that they free them, that they go to their house. But this guy man, they for sale. But anyways, for me personally, what am I trying to say? From my own angle, right? It's simple. It's injustice against him. If you are giving people peace deal, for people who do bigger crimes, he deserves a peace deal as well. Yes, leave him alone.
What is Nnamdi Kanu fighting for? Self-determination. It came out several years ago that the Igbos are tired of being treated like slaves in the country. And he wants the former Biafran region to break away as a nation state. The constitution is very clear. You can agitate for self-determination. But we don't have the position of referendum in our constitution. He started peacefully. He was going from village to village. In fact, he didn't go from village to village. He was on a radio. His only weapon was a microphone. Guess what? When he was arrested the first time, what they found on him was a microphone, not a gun. They found with Mandela a pistol. Well, with Nnamdi Kanu, they found a microphone. In fact, when they were asked to present evidence, even in the ongoing case, the evidence presented is that microphone, his underwear, top and bottom, and some of his writings. No element of terrorism was established in court. Nobody has testified that they saw him buying guns or ordering guns or ordering. They brought to court different kinds of audio messages, which was his response to when police was killing his people. When I was at Sowore Reporters, I had in my possession a video which I published at that time. I don't know if Facebook has taken. As the Nigerian army went to where IPOB people were peacefully gathering and shot them dead live. 2014, I think. They killed them right there. This was captured on tape. It was provided by Amnesty International to me. So who committed the crimes? Is it the person who started peacefully or the government who said so? But like I started this with, this was the goal, you know. But the simplest question a lawyer asks when you go to court is evidence, right? If somebody is brought before a court on terrorism charges, and we have not been able to prove it in 4 years, there's something wrong with that process. Meanwhile, Simon Ekpa was arrested maybe last year. He has been convicted within 6 months in Finland. He may not have been as guilty as it, but he has the process of appeal. The trial was speedy, open, and in my own view, fair. What happens to Nnamdi Kanu? You just keep defending, detaining him. Even when the Court of Appeal said that he's discharged and acquitted and wrote that he should be released forthwith, you refuse to honor that court order. And you are going into NBA groups to say, why is anybody fighting? You are taking extra legal steps to violate the right of a campaigner for self-determination. We are taking extra legal steps to force your hand to respect his rights. That is the reason for my protest. And who is in a better position to know a sham trial if it's not Sowore? I've been subjected to as many as 10 of those foolish trials. I have about 3 now pending. And they are going to end up in nothing. That's why since 1992, I don't write statements in police station. They sit me down, we are reading your rights to you, because I know we are not going to trial, for which my statement will be needed. And if I'm going to trial, my statement will not count if you have made up your mind that I'm guilty as charged. So tell your NBA friends that first and foremost, we are disappointed in them. They are not even represented in court to observe the trial. The same way they did to me in 2019. The NBA cannot. The American Bar Association sends representative to all my court trials. The Nigerian Bar Association is not in court, even as a friend of the court. You should be there standing up and say, my Lord, can we guide you? This is what the law says. The judge can say, shut up. But you are there. You go to your WhatsApp groups, and you know what they do? They then divide it into Yoruba, the people that are most vocal on Nnamdi Kanu, which riles me out, these Yoruba pseudo intellectuals. Sowore, he has committed, will be sending me videos. And I tell them, I say, if you are tired of Nigeria, if T.Nnamdi was tired of Nigeria 20 years ago and he granted an interview that Nigeria should disintegrate, why should you stop others who understand the same right?
Illegal, unjust, unwarranted, and inhuman detention by the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime, orchestrated by his illegal IGP Kayode Egbetokun. and we are heading home. Hopefully. In fact, I was supposed to be heading to Lagos for a protest for tomorrow. But we are still checking on the flight, if there's any flight tonight.
Have you seen the warning from the Lagos State government?
They can warn themselves, they can't warn me. You can't warn me about my rights.
Yes.
They are the ones who have to warn themselves about their responsibilities. So it wasn't going to stop me. It is not the first time people who are paid to protect have become very likely responsible and warning people not to exercise their rights. So you can't warn me about my rights.
Okay, now in the build-up to the protest, the police had actually issued a warning, and they said you contravened that warning by entering into the restricted zone, which was why the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu was also arrested.
The lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu is here, but before he speaks, I'm not a lawyer, but what I know is that if a court gives an order and there's a contravention of that order, you go back to the same court to complain to the judge. It's not the job of police to take it upon itself to be enforcing court orders that it had interest in. But even if they don't have interest in it, there was a court order issued by a judge saying don't go to certain areas. If you want to review the order, you go back to the court. If you want to complain that the orders were violated, you go back to the court. Absolutely. So the police, being an irresponsible organization in Nigeria, took laws into its hand. And I can guarantee you that those court orders were never served on us. If you look at the Schedule 3 of the court order, it says serve them by Friday. So no court order was served on us. But assuming it was served on us, even our courts understand that there are certain areas or boundaries you cannot cross when it comes to fundamental human rights.
Okay, it's been alleged that the reason why you spent a long time in detention was because you called Egbetokun a useless IGP.
No, is it not useless? Yeah.
Well, it's not a lie.
Okay, so what's your word in terms of the justice system, seeing what played out when you were beaten and manhandled in the court?
It's not the first time they will do that. You must have seen a plethora of police attacks on me. Since 1992, some of the police who attacked me had to fight for their retirement benefits a few weeks ago. So it's to also tell the police that are doing it now that they will soon meet their Waterloo. There's no question about that. But most importantly, our goal is to fix the country. We can't be going after small issues, including individuals. The country we want to fix, that's what is on our plate, not this individual police. I cannot be banding words, for instance, with the police PRO, who I know doesn't know his left from his right. I can't be banding words with the IGP, who I know is no longer in the police force. And you cannot be IGP if you are not in the police force. And they understand it. That's why they lose their mind. So I have been through about 7 presidents in my lifetime since probably more now, since 1992. Several police IGPs, and some of them I've had to help in the course of. Some of them I had to assist where they were even still serving.
Yes.
So these are not issues that bothers me a lot. Anybody who is doing what we do knows that your second vacation home is prison.
100%.
The service chiefs, I need you to comment on that.
The service chiefs, let me tell you, I was the first to complain about that one who says he wanted to fence Nigeria, Musa. That one doesn't know his left from his right, but he's still even better than Egbetokun. Egbetokun should have been fired if Tinubu were to be serious. But, I'm not an advisor to the president, and I particularly don't care what Tinubu does with his illegitimate regime, honestly. So
Barrister Aloy, please, we would like you to share your experience, considering the fact that we're actually living in denial, thinking you'll be released on the day you were arrested. And what has this experience actually taught you?
Well, this experience is traumatic. Speaking honestly, it's traumatic for me. It's traumatic for my colleagues, everybody. If you say it isn't, then you are in denial. Traumatic in the sense of the manner of the arrest. It was very brutal, too confrontational. People who were cooperating with the police were being shoved around, being beaten up. Some of them sustained injuries. Tear gas canisters were deployed directly at most of us. 2 had impact on me. And in fact, if we didn't have strong lungs, some of us would have given up the ghost on the spot. I don't think that type of brutality has a place in a well-ordered modern society. This is the type of thing that we need to do away with in Nigeria. Even at the police headquarters, CID, Gariki command, they deployed canisters, several canisters of tear gas just to get us to bundle us into vehicles that will take us to abattoir. You didn't need to do that because we were already under your control. So that's something that is abhorrible and should be condemned by all and sundry. It is not good, it's unlawful, it's brigandage, and it is executive rascality in high places.
While you were in detention, Nnamdi Kanu actually let go of his defense team. Now, we are starting to hear that he's saying there's no case of racial. What is your take? Considering the fact that, okay, you are also among those defending, and this even led you to be sent to the court.
Where the protest was directed, let me make this clear, the protest was directed against the presidency, not against the judiciary. You know, there are things that come first. If the presidency or the executive branch of government does not put you up for trial, no court has the authority to initiate prosecution against you. So it's a question of where to place the blame. I've noticed a lot of understanding as if we are protesting against the court. No, the court didn't initiate it. The presidency did. The attorney general did. So if the presidency or the executive branch says Nnamdi Kanu's case should no longer be prosecuted, the court will have nothing to try. Exactly. This is our point. So those people saying, Nnamdi Kanu is on trial and we are interfering with judiciary, contempt of court, blah, blah, blah. No, come on. That's complete misunderstanding of the situation. Yes. It is Tinubu we wanted to talk to. You don't have any business prosecuting a man that has done nothing wrong. Yes. And a man you brought into the country under situation that offended humanity, international law, and even Nigerian law. Yes. You don't have a business putting him up for trial. So withdraw. Under Section 174, I think, of the Constitution, he can direct the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi. It was done for Sowore here, right? It has been done in history for a whole lot of people. The presidency or the executive branch or the attorney general can say, we are no longer interested in the case, and that's the end of it. That was the purpose of the protest. Yes.
And I was the organizer, by the way.
He initiated it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Kingdom, in all of this drama that played out, I think about 5 days back till now, what's your own stance?
Well, my own arrest, is so traumatic. My own is a situation where the IG himself has become the chief terrorist of the Federation. And, they say power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Because his regime was illegally, the Police Act was illegally amended, and to have him as an absolute IG, that is why you see him exercising absolute power. So I was arrested while I was addressing the media. I was live on News Central and Arise Television and a couple of other media organizations, and I was addressing the media with respect to the protest and the reason why in Nigeria I think that there should be justice for all of us, all Nigerians, no matter where you come from, whether you are Igbo man, you are Yoruba man, you are Hausa man, and was very vocal, and I was very point blank to say that Nnamdi Kanu was being held because he's an Igbo man. And I gave instances of where the former governor of Kaduna State accused the National Security Advisor that he is the one paying bandits, supplying them drugs, paying them salary. I mean, Malamunu Hurubado. And nobody has said anything reasonable about it. So I was vocal to tell the powers that be in Nigeria to stop this politics of insecurity and politics of security, and to stop victimizing people from the southeast of Nigeria. Because you are an Igbo man, you are so so vulnerable. So I was addressing the press when I was picked up. And of course, that was in Otako. The order given by the court was, the purported order was that protesters shouldn't get to National Assembly 3-arm zone. I was picked up at Otako while addressing the press. So I want to know, I'm asking you, gentlemen of the press, when did addressing the press constitute an offense in this country? That is what the illegal IG would tell me. Now that I'm out of this illegal, brutal detention, I will take him to court, to pay for damages, So when did addressing the press become an offense in this country? I was addressing gentlemen of the press with respect to the illegality, the unconstitutionality, the criminality going on in Nigeria. And I'm saying that in this country, every citizen should be treated equally, no matter where you come from. If you're an Igbo man, you should be treated as a Nigerian. That I refuse to live in a country where I will be subjected to second-class citizens, and I will always live by it. So the illegal IGP will still tell me in court when it becomes an offense, to address the press in this country. That was the only offense I committed. Thank you.
This is the press. I want to say that I want to commend the judiciary. You see, on the last Friday, I told you people that we have completed the December. The magistrate was not here to be found. So it was discovered that the magistrate was actually ill. He's not supposed to sit on that Friday, but because of the nature of the application, and he was there. So when they needed to see the doctor, he rushed to see the doctor. So that's what actually happened. And I want to also encourage the judiciary. Please, you people should continue to be independent. Just like as we witnessed, all their effort to make sure that the magistrate did not take the application for bail. He resisted it. That is what we are asking judiciary to be doing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, if you now say that people should not protest, how do you want people to complain? Because protest is complain. And when people are protesting, I continue to say it, they are helping the government. When people are protesting, they are helping the government. It is helping the government to know that this is what we are supposed to do that we are not doing. And I also want to encourage the judiciary to do more. And also advise Nigerian police. Please, officers and men, most of police officers today are dying. Their children are useless because of what they committed when they are in active service. Don't allow people to be laying curses on you. You cannot just tear gas somebody that never committed anything against you. You cannot go and tear gas an old man and you want to be old. You cannot go and tear gas some persons and you have children. God will not allow your children to be useful to you. God will raise untimely death against them. Don't do that. Look at how people are crying because of you, Nigerian police. Even when they ask you to go and commit evil, must you do it? Tell them that you're not doing it. Even if when they ask you to do it, when they say go and throw the tear gas, can't you say no? You have the right to say no, I won't throw the tear gas. Highest they will do, they will discipline you. So please, I want to encourage Mr. President. You are the father of the nation. Your wife is the mother of the nation. You should be able to do the right thing. Irrespective of the fact that, yes, we are challenging, we may not support you. But when you are doing well, people will support you. You earn respect. So when people are not happy with you, if you like, use all the whole ammunitions in the United Nations, they will continue to agitate. They will continue to complain. So once again, I want to thank also the prison warders. They did a very good work.
So
and
what is the outcome of your meeting with Nnamdi Kanu in DSS facility?
Yes, Nnamdi Kanu, I went to see him. That was on Saturday. So he told me how he was attacked by the DSS operative. I am saying so, and I don't know what happened in court today because you can see that since morning we have been here. So, and I asked him that he should draw attention of the court, let the court know what happened, so that the court will see the reason why we are saying that you should be sent to correctional center. Because that day, that's what they said, okay, how have you been preparing for your defense? He said that he has not even been able to because he is not in the right frame of mind. And moreover, that place is being bugged. There are some things that he needed to do. Even the consultant, the people that he consulted, he's not doing anything. So that is just That is just the position with respect to Nnamdi Kanu. But I will see him tomorrow, being 28 on Tuesday.
Okay.
I will see him.
What next? This protest has ended and it has led to arrest and bail and all.
No, of course, you cannot. Where there is a wrong, there is a remedy. Like all the people that the police violated their right, they are going to file action against the police. Of course, this one is the criminal aspect of it. They have adjourned the matter till 15th day of December. Am I right? For hearing. So that does not mean that those people that violated their rights, they are going to take you on. Yeah. You are going to you said that you have an order restraining them from protesting the central area, but you pick them at Otaku. I hear them say, what is the business that has to do with central area and Otaku? What does you using the live bullet? What does that supposed to mean? Throwing tear gas. You can see the other guy that was the injured. I hear them saying somebody without that is armless, that is not violent. So it's very unfortunate.
I beg, just listen to what Nnamdi Kanu tell the judge. You know they even fear you. You know they even send you. Listen to what in talk right now. I make sure say on share to everyone on every social media platform so that they go see what they happen. Nnamdi Kanu, person where I like and person where I respect so much. You know even care. You know even send your papa. Share to everyone on every social media platform so that they go see what they happen. And where you need to click the subscribe button so that we're going to give you updates on every single thing where they go on for our country, Nigeria.
So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against. Yes, that's correct. It should be implemented holistically. Yes. I'm not against facing any trial. After all, I'm innocent, they have not been against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what if the case is also reassigned back to her? Will you still be comfortable?
It's not going on.
No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all.
Thank you very much.
These are the things that the public must understand. Most of you journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Yes. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you...
Bring that envelope. Bring the envelope.
Look at it here. Look at it here. Look at it. I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more...
Give her the Supreme Court judgment.
Can you hold this for me?
She can...
I want to let the whole world understand something. Very, very clear. In all this is the judgment of the Supreme Court. It made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable. And is here. Where is the, please do bear with me. It says it here.
I like
what is it. Page? What is that again?
Where
it says
page 18.
all these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the virtuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me. Okay. They kept switching the charges. Yes. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it? Yes. I made a broadcast in England.
Yes.
And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196?
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
In violation of their own laws. Violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.